Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to read a script to you guys, and the script I have written myself, and it's called Jake and the Idol. It's a musical, and it's going to come out in the near future. Yeah, and I'm about to read it to you guys, but before I do, I'm going to make only 2 shout-outs, and I'm going to do that while I am reading the script. Alright, so for scene 1, so for scene 1 is the intro of my radio musical, Jake and the Idol. So this is the intro. The intro of the song is called Jake and the Idol. So and it's pretty different of you guys, and you can read it. So yeah. Alright, so that is the intro of Jake and the Idol, and so that is scene 1 of the intro of the song, and next is this as well, and this is the next scene. It's not scene 2, it's like the same scene, and this one is actually after the song, after the intro. I read that to you guys. Stage goes black and jumps to when Jake's and Blake's granddad faints. That actually rhymes that. Blake. Granddad, are you sure you're okay? Kevin, which is Jake's and Blake's granddad. I'm fine. Kevin faints. Granddad! James Beals sees what happened and he rushes to Blake. Then James Beals says, is he okay? Blake says, he just fainted. And Blake Wilson. James Beals. I'll call the ambulance. And that goes to the hospital scene. So, is your granddad your only family, Blake? James Beals says that. And then Blake says, well, not really. My brother is in high school, and my dad is recording his songs, and my mum, she's at work. And then James Beals says, how about you? Then Blake says, my parents kicked me out. James Beals says, so you're homeless? Yeah, sorry to hear that. And then they carry on speaking. Thanks. And then after Blake is the doctor. Blake Wilson? Yeah. You can come in now. And the actor who's going to play the doctor is going to be me, because the doctor only has 2 lines. Blake Wilson, and you can come in now. And then James Beals says, thank you. Blake, while crying silently, Granddad, I love you. Don't worry. Jake will find out soon. You can come live with me if that is what you want. James Beals says that. Thanks, James. And also, can I have a moment with my granddad, please? Sure. And that goes to another song, and that song is called Granddad, and it's quite personal to me, and I'm not going to sing it. That's going to be in my next video. Alright, so after that song, after the song Granddad, So the stage actually goes black and says 5 years later. That's after the song, and that goes to scene 2. And this is so in this scene we have Luke, which is Jake and Blake's dad, Claire, which is Jake's and Blake's mum. And we also got Jake in this scene as well. And we also have Jake's best friend, and his name is Scott. He's also in that scene as well. Right. Jake, I need to talk to you just for a minute. Jake's mum, Claire. Jake, headphones off. Sorry, Mum. Go ahead, Dad. Thank you. So I have this friend, and he has been in touch about this record producer, James Beals, and he told me that he was impressed last week, and he wants you to live with him from now on, and he wants your career to take off. So what do you say? Are you in? Jake says, I'm in. I'll go pack my bags. Great, I let him know. And then Luke, he rings James Beals, and James Beals answers. Well, he's in. And that goes to the concert scene. Alright, so in the concert scene, we have Scott, and we also have Catherine in the scene as well, which is going to be in the next scene after, which is going to be the end of the concert. Scott, keep a lookout for the record producer, James Beals. Sure. Then James Beals arrives. Jake, he's here. Then James Beals. You must be Jake Wilson. You must be Jake Wilson. It's gonna meet you. You too. So your dad has told me that you're coming to live with me, and that is okay. And I do want your career to take off. So after you perform your song, can you come with me, please? Sure, I can do that. And James Beals also said, thanks. And 5 years ago, I looked after a kid called Blake Wilson, and he told me that he's looking for his brother. Jake, as he says, wait, did you say Blake Wilson? Yeah, I did. Why? He's my brother. Oh yeah, Blake told me about you. You were in high school when you were 17. That's right. I'll see you in the concert. Cheers, James. And then the music comes on, and Jake starts singing. I think I'll show you the song. So this is the song. And the song for this is called Dance with Me Tonight. And Dance with Me Tonight is a pop song. So you guys know what I mean. So alright, and that goes to Catherine, and this is when Jake first meets his girlfriend, which is Catherine. Excuse me, are you lost or something? Scott actually says that, not Jake. No, I just want to talk to your friend. Then Scott says, Jake, someone here to see you. And then Jake says, wow, you look beautiful. And then Catherine says, thank you. Then back to Jake, and then they carry on talking after that. Would you like to go on a date? I could pick you up at 7:30. I like that. And I read your program that you know never been kissed by a girl before. That's right. And then Catherine kisses Jake on the lips. How is that? Wow. I love you. I love you too. And then they kiss. Then Jake and Catherine kiss at the same time. And that goes to scene 3 with James Beals, Blake, Claire, and Luke, Jake's mum and dad. What do you think? Do you own this place, James? Actually, I own this. Jake is surprised to see his brother. Blake! Jake! I missed you. I missed you too. Where's Mum and Dad? Mum, Dad, you can come out now. Claire, Jake's mum. Jake, I missed you. I missed you so much. I miss you too, Mum. Hey, Dad. Hey, Jake. Oh, Dad, yeah. Is it okay that you could do a song on my prom tonight? Yeah, sure. Thanks, Dad. And then Luke says, you're welcome, Jake. And that goes to the prom scene. Hi, Jake, I'm ready. Alright, Dad. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce my dad. And then then music comes on, and Luke starts singing. Alright, I will show you this. I will show you this one. So this song that Jake's dad is gonna sing is this, and the song is called Family House. And I am gonna make a shout out. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I am gonna make some shout outs during while I am reading the script. And for this scene, for this song, Family House, we need some help from her, and she is my carer, my carer, from she picks me up after high school, which was Cardinal Heenan, and she also takes care of me as well, and that is a big shout out to her. And her name is Jane Collins. A big shout out to you if you're watching this video. And we need your help to do this song in Jake and Idol. Can you please help us, please? It would be good if you can help us, please. Yeah. And I got more lyrics as well from Family House as well, and from this page as well. I'll show you right now. Yeah, this part. Yeah, that part and that one as well. And I know this part is actually in the beginning, but I kind of have to make it as a proper song. Family House is actually a pop song, like I said on Dance With Me Tonight, which is actually the song from the prom scene. And Family House is actually part of the song from the prom scene. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. And then after that song, it finishes there, and that goes to the interval. And the interval is going to take 30 minutes or 35 minutes. Yeah, so it's gonna end. So the interval is gonna stop there, and then after 35 minutes, after 30 minutes and 35 minutes, it comes back on, and it goes back on, and then it continues the scene, and that is Jake, Catherine, and Luke, and Luke only has one line in that. Yeah. Hey babe. Hey, you okay? I'm fine. Luke, Jake's dad. And now it's time for the slow dance. Music comes on and slow dance begins. Are you sure you're okay, babe? I'm fine. I'm just really nervous about this. Babe, it's okay. 1 minute. And then Catherine says, Do you like slow dances, babe? And then Jake says, Actually, I do. And then Jake glares at Catherine's eyes and kisses her. And then Catherine says, she says, I love you. And then Jake answers, and he says, I love you too. And then they kiss at the same time. And the prom finishes there. Yeah. And like I said, from the interval, they do carry on talking. So the family house is a song, and this is actually what I meant to say. So after the song finishes, Jake and Catherine carry on talking, and yeah, I'm not going to repeat it because I've already said it. Yeah, and then after the prom scene finishes, that goes to the interval. So so the interval is going to come on. The interval is going to be 30 minutes or 35 minutes, like I said earlier. Yeah, that's going to be when the prom scene is going to finish. So we're going to do that interval there, because that is like halfway. And then after 30 minutes and 35 seconds. I meant to say minutes. 30 or 35 minutes after 30 and 35 minutes, they continue the musical, and in this scene we have Jake, Luke, Blake, and Claire, Jake's mum and Jake's dad. And for this song, it's not actually a song. It's just like talking in this bit, and the music is not gonna come. The music is not gonna be coming on in that scene. It's not. So they're just gonna talk in this part for Jake and Luke. Voulez-vous? Voulez-vous? Are you guys drunk? No. You guys are definitely drunk. You need water. That's Blake. And then Luke and Luke and Jake, they drink water, and then they say, I feel better now. So do I. And that goes to the next morning, and it goes to the flashback scene on Scott, which is Jake's best friend, which I said earlier. And I think I'll show you this one. And this song is actually called I Want This Nightmare to End. So I'll show you that. Yeah. So yeah, this is the song of our listener made to end. And then the flashback actually ends there, like after the song, and that's gonna be a knock. Then after the song, there's a knock on the door, and then Jake's dad, Luke, he actually opens the door, and he's surprised to see his old friend, which was back in the day, and his friend was called Anthony, and he's surprised to see him, and so was Jake, because Anthony says, "Jake, wow, you've grown. Last time I saw you, you were about 10 years old. How you doing?" Then Jake says, "Fine." And then Anthony says, "Luke, what time is it?" And then Luke actually answers, and he says it's 2 o'clock. And then Anthony says bye to Jake and Luke. And that goes to another song called Heart Forever. Yeah, I'll show you that. I'll show you that one. Yeah, you guys can see it. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, there's more on here as well. Then yes, and that song finishes. There's another knock on the door. Then Luke answers it, and he says, "Catherine." Then Catherine says, yeah, they carry on talking, and Jake is actually in the scene as well. Catherine, yeah. So Catherine, Catherine, she says the first line in that scene, and then they carry on talking, and then after that it goes to Jake and Catherine, and they carry on talking. Is Jake here? Luke yells to get Jake downstairs. Jake, Catherine is here. I'm coming down. Where are you going anyway, Jake? To a restaurant, if that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And that goes to the outside of the front door. That was close. Are you sure you want to meet my parents? Yeah, it's no problem. Actually, yes. I haven't told you this, but since I was 10, my parents died in a car crash. And also, I haven't told you this as well. When I first met you in your concert, I was in love with you while you were performing. I was afraid to admit it, and when I saw you backstage to see you, I panicked and I said, "I love you too." Yeah, that was actually Catherine's confession, and Jake, he actually makes things better, and he makes Catherine feel better, and he says, "Wow, I didn't know," and to make you feel better, I have Down syndrome, and sometimes mix up my words. And also Jake also has learning disability as well, but he doesn't actually say it though. But it's actually a true story of my life, which I'm gonna say at the end of the video. Well, not exactly at the end of the video. It's actually in the script. Yeah, and then Jake and Catherine, they stay quiet, and then Jake actually says, "What's happening?" Catherine says, I don't know. And then Jake closes out. Jake, he bends down one knee, and Catherine is shocked. And Catherine is shocked about this, and she says, oh my gosh, you're not." "I am. Catherine, will you marry me and be my wife?" "Yes, I will marry you." And then Jake and Catherine kiss at the same time. And then Blake, Jake's brother. Yeah, he comes in, and Jake, he says, Blake, I need to tell you something. What is it? Will you be my best man? You getting married? Yeah. Music begins slowly. There's going to be a song in this as well. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. Right here. Yes, right here. And the song is called I'm Getting Married Tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna yeah, that's what the song is gonna be called. Are you sure you want me to be your best man? Yes. Please? Okay, I'll be your best man. First pick, you're the best. And then the song begins there. Then Jake sings that one, and then the song finishes there after that. It's only a short song. So yeah, and that goes to the next scene, which is the wedding day, and in this scene we have the priest, who's the priest. We also have Sophie, which is Jake's daughter. We also have Catherine as well. Yeah, we also have Catherine in the scene as well. So yeah, we are all gathered today to witness Jake and Catherine to say their adieus. Whoever objects now, please speak now. Stop the wedding. Sophie? What are you doing here? Wait, hold on. You know her? Yeah. She's my daughter. Everyone is shocked. What? You already have a wife? Actually, no. I didn't tell you. I already had a girlfriend. But we made a promise that we could have kids. A daughter. So, shall we continue? Yes, we can. Then it's back to the priest. Jake, do you take Catherine to be your wedded wife? I do. Sophie, will you have my blessing? I do. And Catherine, do you take Catherine to be your wedded husband? Look after my dad. Don't worry, I will. I do. You may kiss the bride. And then Jake and Catherine kiss at the same time. Then Catherine says this. Thank you, Sophie. And this actually comes out of the blue because Sophie says, you're welcome, Mum. Oh my gosh, babe, she called me Mum. Do you mean it, Sophie? By calling her Mum? Yes, I do mean it. I love you, Dad. And Mum. I love you too, Sophie. Yeah, me too. And that goes to the reprise of Jake and the Idol. And the one I showed you earlier, which was, which was the intro of Jake and the Idol, which is this one. Yeah, and this one is very different than the intro. But yeah, and that is Jake and the Idol duet prize. Yeah, and that is like right here. Yeah, just right here. Yeah, just follow my finger. So this is actually the lyrics of Jake and the Idol reprise. And we also have more lyrics in here as well. Yeah. So right here and here as well on Jake next to the slash. And then it's and then the actor who plays Jake is going to say this. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching Jake and the Idol. And now, please let me introduce the director of Jake and the Idol, Ian's son, and he has learning disability, Mr. Archie Wilson. And Ian is my dad, and he is in it, but I don't know which role he's going to play yet, but I will figure that out. Alright, so after he says Mr. Archie Wilson, this is when I come in, and I say, Jake and the Idol is the best musical ever, and it's based on a true story of my life. And writing this musical is a dream of mine since my dad Ian kept auditioning for loads of musicals. For example, Kinky Boots, Oklahoma as Andrew Carnes, and Legally Blonde as Mr. Callahan, and Elstad as well. So thank you so much for watching Jake and the Idol. And there's a sneak peek towards the end of this musical, so please stay a little bit longer for the end credit. Thank you. And there's more lyrics to Jake and the Idol reprise, and it continues right here. And if you see down here, that's the end credit, we've got the car scene, and then Shane actually says, Caroline, are you sure about this? Shane, stop worrying. Besides, Jake doesn't know that we're here. Fair point. I'm going in. Bye, Caroline. See you soon. Then Caroline goes away, and Shane sighs. Jake, I'm here. And then that's when the end credit ends there. And that goes to the Bowers exit, and we have more lyrics for the price as well. Right here, we are now together, always have been. We're going to miss you. Be ready for part 2. We are now together. We always have each other. Always have been. Then we pause for 5 seconds. Then let's sing this one. Jake and the Idol. That's it, sing together. And I kind of have to sing that. And then the audience claps like for 30 seconds. And then the cast of Jake and the Idol, they go off to the ring. And that is the end of the musical. Alright, so that is the end of the script of Jake and the Idol, and that is the end of the video as well. And I'm gonna be back. And I'm gonna be back with another video, and that's gonna be my original song, and that song is going to be Granddad. And just that song, and that'll be it. And I will do a real song on the computer as well. I'll see you then.